Hey guys, Dolly here. Welcome back to Gypsy Rose Papery. Today I wanted to share with you a goth junk journal. This was a commissioned work and she wanted a Victorian sort of romantic goth, but it took me a very long time to complete this journal because I had to do it mostly on time off. So thank you, Tabby, for being ever so patient with me because it literally took me forever to finish this book. I knew for a very long time, probably like a year ago, that I wanted to use this little cherub. And I found them at a thrift store and they were in a bag with Christmas ornaments, and this was a Christmas ornament. So she had a little string coming out of her head. She was all in gold. She had some lace crowning her head, and then she had two rosettes here. I pulled all that off, and when I saw them, I knew that I wanted to use them for a goth junk journal and kind of alter them to make them look like old statues. So the frame is just a chipboard. I altered that. I painted it and distressed it and did all kinds of things to it. And then the cover is a 9x6 cover. It's got 3 ledges on the spine. I've got some fluff there from another project. I distressed the back. The fabric's got like a very light floral detail, and it's got 5 signatures. I want to say it's 120 pages. I may have gone over that, but it is, as you can see, rather chunky. So let's try and stay in frame and open this bad boy up. So here I have a pocket, and I have this sort of spooky ephemera that I made, and this is sort of like a little booklet that you can write on, and I just did some like collaging and sewing on there. I made a few Frankenpages because I had a lot of scraps like from other sort of darker projects that I thought went really well in here, so you'll see that. I did some light stamping and glimmer misting throughout. I have a lot of textiles on the edge and just different assortments of paper and ephemera. And so I really tried to capture sort of that Victorian Gothy vibe. And a lot of the tags that I made, I'm calling them ghost tags because I really wanted to print on vellum, and this is sort of a shaker, even though the shakies are kind of stuck on the edges there. But I did a goth journal a long time ago that turned out to be super popular. It was a Victorian romance goth type thing, and I made a lot of well, I didn't make, but I printed a lot of images on vellum to give it like that ghostly feel, but the printer that I have now will not print on vellum. It's really irritating. So this was my solution, is print it normal and then put a vellum layer over it, and then might as well make it into a shaker tag. So that is one of the first ghost tags. Got some coffee dyed paper. Here I had this information card on the Museum of Death, so I thought that was appropriate, and a Tsunami Rose mason jar. And I'll link any digis I use down in the description box. Here we have a bat, and this is an altered envelope, opens like this, and then inside I just put some of these Favole playing cards. That goes back in there. And here I have another sort of collaged booklet. And I really love her dress. It reminds me of Sleepy Hollow, Katrina's dress at the end when they're in New York. And this is just a lace pocket. And then here I had this book that had a lot of sort of gothy type images, and the story was really sort of spooky and dark. And so I just backed that onto glimmer misted black cardstock and made giant tags out of these. I did some stenciling. Here I just have a card, and we have some ephemera, and then the little drawstring bag still closes if you wanted to put something else in there to close it. More Frankenpaper. I really love this ribbon. And tissue. Here I have a pocket page, and I made a border with that Martha Stewart. It's like a broken fence with crows on it. And here we have a very creepy photo and another one of the booklets. Here this kind of flips out, and then the little butterfly holds it in place. This is a little scrap booklet, and it's got lots of coffee dyed scraps in here. And then the bottom of it kind of tucks behind the little flap, and it's got a clock face chipboard piece. And this here is a little pocket, and it's got a tag. And then I have a tag that I had distress inked, and then I just stamped over it. And another one of those sort of Art Deco-y tags. So I tried to find a good balance between not too chunky and still being able to have space for writing if you so chose that. She really wanted this to be more of a statement piece, so there are pages where there's sewing and stuff like that. But I still wanted to keep some pages open for her to write if she decided to. I did some sewing detail there. This kind of flips out. It's being held by a brad. I really love how this paper came out. Another one of those book tags, and see how like sort of macabre it is. And this one is backed onto embossed cardstock. Some sewing detail, and I stamped, and these Digis are from Artymaze. I think it's called Gothic Glam or something like that. I have to link it for you guys. Here I have a little card, and it's a black glassine bag, and there's space in the back to tuck something if you wanted to. Here I have two envelopes that tie closed. Behind them there is space for tucking stuff, and I put two book pages, and these are from like a vampire book, like a drawing book actually, that I found. And here we have another sort of imagery. And then inside I have more of those ghost tags. This one I just did a flip. You can flip it up. And I love this paper. This is Prima paper. And then here I encased them in the vellum. It's got like that ghostly feel. This is one of those Victorian morning photos, and it just flips out. And I will close these guys later. Here, this is an embossed pocket, and in here I have another kind of collage-y card, and this one opens up this way, and it's really nice black cardstock. Some sewing detail, and kind of followed the tree there. And then these, so the picture is meant to move. The picture's not sort of glued down. It's supposed to move. But it's got some resistance because of the glitter, I think. But see how pretty it is? And I just did some stamping there. Oh, in the back, it's backed onto book page. Some beautiful textile, and it flips up. I really love these Artymaze Digis. They're really pretty. I did glimmer misting all over pretty much every page, I want to say. Really pretty image here. And some more ephemera. And these are not Artymaze. These are Kelly's Crafts, I want to say. She's got like a wolf and raven kit. Some vintage paper. This is a belly band, and I have this beautiful image here with some collaging and sewing. Here we have a bag. And I have another one of my distress tags and a little piece of ephemera. Some sewing detail. I followed the archway around the digi. Oops, my little crow bent. Here I have a altered bag, and inside we have another image. I'm just gonna leave it out because I think it looks nicer out. And this is the final signature. Here I have another one of those Goth drawing from that drawing book. Gorgeous image. That's kind of like what reminded me when I did this, sort of like those old old statues that you find in cemeteries. Another picture with a Brad. Another ghost tag. I won't take her out, but it's got another morning photo in there. I did some stamping. This is some, I think this is 7 Gypsies paper. And this is just a die cut, and I put 2 more of those Art Deco-y cards. I really love how the glimmer mist affects the black paper. I think it looks really cool. Here I did some sewing detail, sort of like the vines growing out of the grave. And finally, I have 2 digis here. These are from Mrs. Coggs. I think it's like her Human Anatomy kit. But yeah, that is it for my Goth journal. I hope you like it. I put a lot of like heart and soul into it. I really am super pleased with how it came out. I really, really love this cover. Like, it's probably one of my top 3 favorite covers when I think back. Yeah, that's probably one of my top 3, and because I really wanted to do this so bad, so thank you for giving me the chance to kind of work this out in my brain. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this flip through. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.